Hello all, I hope the camera's on my face. Apparently you can't switch the video direction while you're recording, so I have to use the out-facing camera. I wanted to do an update on my telescoping mechanism. Now, I don't actually have anything beyond what my prototyping was before. Again, sorry for the mess. But what I do have is I have some drawings of stuff. So I mentioned the friction problem in the last video. Now, it is a little bit messy. I admit it's all sketches, but I believe that if I put pulleys in this sort of pattern, it's the same belt setup, same hole setup. This is for the up part. This is the sim, obviously, and the gearbox and the pulley. And if you're able to put pulleys there, it's going to kill the friction. It's going to slide pretty gracefully along there. And then I also have the back side of this is just the down part is much simpler in its mechanics, because it's just bottom to bottom. It's not top to bottom or any of that fancy stuff. So the next question is, well, how would I mount these pulleys, right? It's on aluminum tubing, and I'm trying to worry about space. So what I've drafted up here, and let me try to get the right size, okay, is a part, and this would have to be either 3D printed or made with a milling machine of some sort. And the way that it would work is, actually, no, this is my first draft of it. So this would be the real draft. It'd be a piece sort of like this, and the entire piece isn't quite that. I'm going to put this down so that I can point. So the piece is going to be this piece right here. Now what these are, or I should start, this would be a hex shaft. It'd probably be the Thunder hex shaft from Vex, for the sake of having a little bit of freedom with the roundness of it, and then bearings and collars to lock it in. So in the actual part, you're going to see it's going to have the hole for the bearing. It's going to have this slot here for the aluminum tubing to slide through. This top will probably end up being closer to the bearing on the actual design, and then just space for bolts to go through. And with this, you can mount it on the top side of, here, let me grab that. You can mount it so that it's on the bottom side here, and the pulley and the gap's right there. Or you can mount it so that the pulley's right here and the gap's below it, and the mechanism up here. You mount one down here and one up there. It would probably end up being a 3D printed pulley. Again, I need to get a little bit better with CAD software in order to do that. I didn't pull this up for the video, but one of my friends on another FRC team does know CAD. I was talking to him about the mechanism, and he actually did CAD up pretty much what I explained in the last video with the bearings and the gearboxes, the setup that is now deconstructed right now. But with the tubes, it still is the basic tube design where it's the three telescoping tubes without much of a gap. What I'm looking at now is possibly making, and I said this in the last video, but I'm going to reiterate it, is make them shorter in one direction, and add a track here and a track here for this to slide within the bigger tube, and then make this thinner, and add the pulleys in that open space that I create by that. That's really all I have. I just wanted to give a little bit of an update on that so that I could document it, not forget about it, in case I lose these pieces of paper. So yeah, that's it.